Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Bloom, Group Publisher of Roofing Contractor, and welcome to our Best of Success podcast show. It is such an honor to have with me today Brian Pallasch, the Executive Vice President and CEO of IIBEC. Brian, thank
Great
you
to
so
be
much for
here.
joining me.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me, Jill.
Well, Brian, IIBEC is around the corner. It's going to be here really soon. And I know that there's a lot of exciting things for us to talk about with what's happening. But first, let's just start with remind everybody, what are the dates and where's it going to be at?
So we are going to be, the show runs March 6 to 9 in Orlando, Florida. We're going to be at the Rosen Shingle Creek Resort, which is a favorite of most folks that have been there before. If you've been to an IIBEC show, you've likely been to the Rosen Shingle Creek. So we're excited to be there. We are doing something a little different this year, though. So if those of you that have been before, we have shifted the dates a little. So normally we would start on a Friday. We're starting on a Thursday. I like to make that point. We got some feedback from folks who attend, and they felt like they wanted to be able to start their week back home, if you will, or start their week on Monday. So the show ends, the trade show ends on Saturday. The meeting ends on Sunday. We do our closing banquet, et cetera, on Sunday. And then everyone, fortunately or unfortunately, I guess, you can get back to work on Monday, probably unfortunately. But for those that are going to head north, they're going to be, going back to probably cold weather. But hey, that's the price of being in Orlando for a few days.
Hey, like us, you know what? I'm in Michigan, so I get it. We get to, unfortunately, I'll enjoy the warm weather while we're there. And then, yes, we'll be turning around to come back to the chilly cold Midwest. Well, that's exciting that you shifted the dates a little bit. But let's talk about what's happening at the show. I know you got a really exciting keynote. Who's going to be speaking and what are they going to be talking about?
We do. We have as our keynote the gentleman by the name of Joel Neeb. He is a former fighter pilot. As one of the things he did in his past life, he went to the Air Force Academy, but currently he's the Chief Transformation and Business Operations Officer, which is a bit of a mouthful, for 8x8, which is a telecommunications company that some folks have heard about. But he's really talking, his presentation is not necessarily about his work, but it's about something called the Insight Age. And really, he's done a lot of work in AI, and he's done a lot of work in looking at how different industries can use that to improve their performance, and improve the way they're engaging with their customers and their clients, and using the information that they're getting in, all the information that we consume, if you will, how to better manage it and use it. So his part of his argument is that while the past couple decades have made information universally accessible, which is true. The next era will democratize insights and the predictive capabilities and change how we approach problem solving and innovation. So I think, I have found that the folks that come to the IIBEC meeting and that are IIBEC members are innovating all the time, whether it's our manufacturers who are innovating with their materials and processes to apply them and construct the structures that our folks design and build. We also have our members and the consultants who are doing innovative things every day and problem solving and trying to figure out new ways to improve a building enclosure. So I think it's going to be a nice way for folks to think about the subject matter.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about the awards that are happening this year.
So we do have our normal, what I would say our normal, but these are the major IIBEC honors and awards that we give out. One honors Joe Hale, one honors Mike DeFrancesco, which is an Outstanding Volunteer Award. We have an award relating to our magazine publication Interface, where we choose the best article of the year. So we've got those awards. And those are all individual awards. Those are people that have contributed to the organization and contributed to the profession, many of them for decades. And so we're always excited to celebrate those successes. This will be the second year for our Excellence in Building Enclosure Consulting Awards, which the acronym is IIBEC. And that's where we highlight 4 or 5. I think this year it's going to be 4 different projects. And they are the winners in the categories of exterior wall roofing, building enclosure and commissioning. We also have a waterproofing category, but I'm not sure that we had a winner in that this year. So those are celebrating the work that our members do, focused on a particular project. So last year, one of them was the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas, for example. And we're excited. We produced a video with this. I'm sure you all will repost that video at the appropriate
Absolutely.
time. But it really is a way to celebrate the tremendous work that our folks are doing on improving structures around the U.S. and Canada, and really around the world. So we're excited about it. We're excited about this second year. We got more entries this year than last year, and so it's sort of building. So we're pretty excited about that. And then obviously we spend a little bit of time, as we should, honoring our chapters. So IBEC has 26 active chapters around the country, and 25 of those 26 chapters have received an award from us this year. And I think it may be 26. I think we were waiting for the last one to submit their paperwork, which
Okay.
means that they're all doing good work on behalf of IBEC members at the local level. It's an exciting thing to be able to celebrate them and bring them on stage and recognize the work that they've done on behalf of the profession as well.
Oh, that is so exciting. So how do people find out more about the chapters, especially if there's one local in their city? How do they get involved with this?
So if you go to the IBEC website, there is on the website there is a menu that under the About IBEC you'll be able to find the listing of chapters.
Okay.
And absolutely go there. We also have a calendar of events on the IBEC website that will lead you to all of the events. We've now been able to filter all of the chapter events onto one page, which is useful. I mean, what I've also found is our members do travel for work because they have projects in different places, and maybe they'll find themselves for an extra day in Dallas or Austin or wherever, and there's a chapter meeting, and they're like, "Oh, I could stay one more day and get some education and meet some of my colleagues in a different place." So we found that having all of the events in one place is helpful and a good service to everybody. So.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. And so tell me a little bit about the awards that each of the chapters receive. Like what kind of work are they doing that is exciting?
That's a great. So basically, what we're measuring is the activities that they've done, whether they're doing education activities, whether they're doing other outreach activities, and there's different levels. It goes from platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and so this year I'll admit to you that I don't have it all broken down.
Oh, that's okay.
I know we have platinum winner. We have winners in all categories, and we have a number of platinum winners, which are those chapters that have been very, very active.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's exciting to watch what they're doing, and it's exciting that really they really are the face of IBEC back out in the local area, right? It's not. We're headquartered in Raleigh. We do these couple big meetings every year, but we are not down at the grassroots level with building enclosure consultants on a daily basis. But these chapters are, and they are the way that we can touch more IBEC members on a daily or a monthly basis to make sure that they're engaged in the organization. So it's the work they do is super important to our mission.
I love it. Well, that is great. Well, we will make sure that we include a special link to that schedule of events, because I think that's important that we help the industry know that no matter where you live, there's things happening right probably in your backyard. I mean, with 26 chapters, that there's got to be something close for just about everybody. So that is great to hear. And thank you for sharing that. So Brian, just so we can, as we wrap this up, let's just, once again, just tell everybody, where do they go? How do they register to come to IBEC?
So you go to ibecconvention.org is your location to register for the meeting. And I would say a couple other things about the meeting. We do have a 2-day trade show. The 2-day trade show is nearly sold out, Jill. While you and I are having this conversation, there are less than 10 booths left to sell.
Okay.
This will be our largest trade show to date in IBEC/RCI's history. We have more than 140 exhibitors. And we're super excited about that. We have a good number of new exhibitors. We're really focused on adding more folks in the walls, glazing, waterproofing area. We got a number of them this year. And so we're excited about that, and really rounding out, the education. We've done a above average job in balancing that education. So if you want to learn about walls or waterproofing or roofing, there's something for everybody, right?
That's awesome.
And now what we're trying to do is improve the balance of the trade show, and we've been able to do that step by step, a little bit more each year, and this year's is another high water mark. We've got an auxiliary seminar that's on the Thursday, so if you want to arrive a little bit early, it's a day-long program on waterproofing, which is terribly important. We know, whether it's on all sides of the building, that waterproofing is important.
No doubt, for sure.
The actual meeting kicks off, if you will, on Thursday night, and it starts at 6 o'clock with a welcoming reception. So I hope to see everybody there. And then Friday morning is boom. We're with education and the opening general session. The trade show opens on Friday night. Friday afternoon, a little cocktail reception, get everyone in there and visiting with folks. And then the trade show ends on Saturday morning, where we have a nice breakfast buffet, and people can still chat with the folks who are there on behalf of the manufacturing community. We will have product demos both days within the trade show, which those are always very popular. We have 6 of them, so 3 each day. Sika, McElroy Metal, Polyglass, Westlake Royal Roofing Solutions, Elevate, and Carlisle are doing product demos. So we're excited about that as well. So, and then Sunday, as I said, Saturday evening, we're doing an emerging professionals reception, which this is the second time we've done that, and it really is to sort of make sure the young professionals know what IIBEC is, and make sure they understand that we have a home for them at IIBEC. So we're excited about giving them a place to gather, and then we'll have some of it's the normal stuff. Jill, we're going to do our meeting of the members, where we install our officers. We close with our closing banquet on Sunday night, which should be a fun time and a great way to close out the meeting. So if you go to ibecconvention.org, it's March 6 to 9. Register today. Where the numbers look good. We're very excited. It's going to be a big meeting.
I love it. Well, it was incredible last year, and it sounds like there's been a lot of improvements this year, just to as things grow and evolve. Where we're excited to help you promote what you're doing, and thank you so much for all the details, Brian.
Thank you, Jill.
And if anybody has any questions for us, it's roofingcontractor.com, buildingenclosureonline.com, or wconline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for all our free content. Make sure you definitely need to sign up for our free e-newsletters. Follow us on our social media channels so you can stay up to date on all the great interviews we are putting out, just like we are today with Brian and IIBEC. But most importantly, stay safe and healthy, and we can't wait to talk to you soon.